Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and quite good. I hope you had a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And before the week ended, we're gonna continue where we finished off. Laurel and Amber continue with a sacred project with the experiments of shadow energy and light energy alike, able to discover its power, its potential, its greater risk, fully potential, and its true potential at the best. By doing so, Laurel and Amber became obsessed with immortality and power, and also life and death itself, and dark powers and everything. They began to slowly lose their way into the energy, while it began to corrupt them slowly and slowly and slowly. By doing so, the obsession drove them insane, allowing them to exactly make the unavoidable commitment to what they did. For 3,000 years, for 3,000 centuries, Laurel and Amber exactly studied a science project with the shadow energy to preserve their life and also themselves in the process, by discovering where more shadow energy is exactly founded. The truth is founded on a dark planet that is not exactly far away from the other sacred worlds, which Amber and Laurel exactly went for a trip. Into that trip, they exactly discovered that Amber was pregnant with a child known as Mendax, and that was about to give birth. Before that even happens, Laurel exactly allowed Emma to merge with the energy, so did himself. By merging with the energy, they became full immortal beings, reborn and remade into their own selves. They became dark villains, Amber becoming a goddess of power or witch of power, while Laurel became now known as the Laurel Magic. With the child quietly born and gained more power and more beauty and more youth and everything else his within the infant, Laurel and Amber began making preparations, and they began defecting from the alliance that they've solely created. Within that time of department, Laurel and Amber began studying their abilities, their powers, the exact same dark magic that they exactly held. Laurel began to understand his full powers of dark magic, his capacity. While Amber began to understand her dark powers and her dark energy, able to manipulate shadow energy and light energy, that her power to purify things that the power that she had to purify dark energy has become a dark energy to purify light energy instead, turning it into a dark energy. With that power, they both exactly gained recruits, started recruiting powerful forces, resources. Laurel even went to planet Earth in secret by portal, able to portal within Earth's system, and entered planet Earth indirectly within the cities to recruit a powerful criminal known as Black Mask, who was a supervillain in the underworld, to become his personal enforcer, which Black Mask agreed. And also by doing so, he recruited his witch, known as a powerful dark witch known as Laura, who was more mysterious and very quietly powerful and very quietly dangerous. They joined forces together, combining their resources and combining every ounce of resources as they can in order to help Laurel begin his mission and his conquest. At the time, Laurel exactly began growing a name known as the Laurel Magic. He became obsessed with power and energy and also more power and also immortality. At that rate, Laurel became more invincible and more indestructible. The Alliance tried to stop him, tried to defeat him, but they quietly failed their mission to defeat Laurel and also to prevent him. While Amber became the goddess of power and the witch of power, started recruiting dark druids and dark witches and dark faithful alike to help her metabolize the shadow energy's potential and light energy's potential, by making sure that the Shadow Empire would rise to its status as a dormant force in the sacred universe, with all the Shadow Empire warlords by their sides, and with Laurel becoming the new leader of the Shadow Empire, known by the Laurel Magic. In doing so exactly, Laurel and Black Mask, known as a supervillain, became his personal enforcer to exactly support him and to exactly assist him with anything else he quietly needed. Within the past centuries, rumors about the Laurel magic reign began flaring out throughout the sacred universe and throughout the sacred world, throughout the golden universe, the star universe, the mixel, the robotics, and all the other universes as well. By doing so, everyone within the other known worlds and the other known universes and all the enemies and all the foes and all the other powerful criminal and supervillains alike started to fear and know the Laurel Magic's true potential and his reign. The Laurel Magic began his recruitment and started exactly obsessing and conquering worlds and planets for power and for more immortality, while he began searching for more solutions than ever. Laurel faded into existence, as did Amber faded into existence, while she was known as Amber, the goddess of power, and the witch of power. Laurel was known as the Laurel Magic. Within 300 centuries, the Laurel Magic recruited a powerful Phoenician hunter known as Zacchaeus Darkest and Valak Hellfire. Together, they joined forces, combined their resources. After the uprising, they joined forces, shared their dreams of eradicating and wiping out all the supernaturals in the entire known universe and also in planet Earth. The Laurel Magic, known as Laurel, gave them the knowledge on how to do so. He gave them separate missions. Zacchaeus Darkest had his own mission. Zacchaeus Darkest had his own mission, and his own purpose, while he followed with the extinction mission and also with the eradication goal. By doing so, they discovered more secrets about shadow energy, while Valak was obsessed in wiping out all the other supernaturals and all the other creatures of the entire world within humanity. By doing so, the Laurel Magic began to harness the power of the shadow energy and the power of life and the power of death in his hands, and able to harness it for his own medicinal purpose. After doing so exactly, Laurel, known as the Laurel Magic, and Amber, the goddess of power or witch of power, working with the other witch, the powerful dark witch known as Laura, began combining their powers and their resources to create dark crystals, dark weapons, and dark blades and dark shadowy blades for Valak and Zacchaeus Darkest, and for the rest of the rogue Phoenician hunters to start using to wreak havoc and chaos, to bring chaos upon the natural world and upon the supernatural world and upon the sacred world and upon the sacred universe and upon the other universes and the other worldly planets. The chaos they brought carnage and plagued the world into more chaos than ever, rising monsters to rise, forcing Phoenician hunters into a war zone against all the other monsters and against all the other supernatural creatures. This, in doing so, created a war that couldn't exactly be unstoppable and a conflict that could have easily sprawled out of control. But luckily, the Universal Man and Universal Woman, known as Crystal Ferris and Greg Unity, stood together with the other former members of the Shadow Force, fought Valak and Zacchaeus Darkest and the Laurel Magic at the time, prevented their rise to power and their ascension to power before more further chaos and more further damage could be done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please have a good day and have a blessed day. Please subscribe and also enjoy. Bye.